Good morning, art buddies. I'm a few seconds late because as soon as I go live, my sweater got attached to some paper I have here, and I have paper all stuck in my arm. Good morning, good morning. Come on in and welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. Um, I've been watching some reels that I really like, and I keep saving them, and then I want to try them. So I thought I would try some today. I'm not sure how it will go, of course. And I'm not going to use the substrate that they use. So, that's always a crapshoot, right? So I think what I need to do is I'm going to try to do them on these envelopes because I want to make some envelope journals. I love making envelope journals. And Angie Brown made a couple of envelope journals, which she said she really liked. And then she said she was going to make a Christmas one. So this really is inspired by Angie Brown. Because I never thought to make a Christmas envelope journal. So that's what I'm going to try. But these envelopes that I'm using today are really thin. I think they might have been from one of my retro. Hey, good morning, Joyce. Nice to see you. Oh, I was up late shopping last night. Were you shopping last night, Joyce? I fell asleep. All right, so I'm just taking this little cellophane bag and using it to protect my so I just don't want, I'm going to use watercolor because that's what they use on the reel. And I don't want it to bleed through because these envelopes are very thin. Okay, so I want to do one of that kind and one of this style. And what I did before you arrived, or before I turned on my camera, is I just took some scrapbook paper and glued it down to the inside flap of my envelope. And I still need to do the outside flap. Now this one, I have to make an adjustment there because it's been a long while since I've been messing around with scrapbook paper and gluing it down, and I overshot my fold here. So this one's a little wonky. Surprise, surprise. But I've got it glued down now, so I don't think I can fix that. But we're going to make it work. Okay. So my idea is to try the real process on, I should have gotten the other one. Maybe I'll do, wait a minute, let's regroup. Let's get the other one that matches this one. This one folds correctly. That might be a little easier for me because at this point it doesn't matter. Won't matter till well, I don't think it'll matter anyway. So there's a couple of different reels. Some of you have probably seen them. Once you start watching some of the reels on Instagram, then they keep, the algorithm just keeps feeding you the same kind of things. So I get a lot of drawing and painting reels. And in this one, the gal was doing Christmas. It looks like Christmas lights. And she just uses watercolor. Of course, all these things look very simple in the recording, and then you go to do them, and they're not so much. Oh, that's okay, Ange. And I said today's stream with working with these envelope journals, I was inspired by you because you said you're going to do a Christmas one, and I had never thought about that. So the idea of a Christmas envelope journal is hereby inspired by Angie Brown. How about that? So I have 2 here, and we'll see how it goes. So now I want to fold this in half, I think. And what the gal did was, well, let me see if I can, I guess I can show the reel, right? Or maybe you better leave it flat. I just want to make sure that I understand. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to try to make it look like a Christmas lights. I just want the flap on this side. All right, let's see. So I have to always say to myself, so I go here, then I go to myself, then I go here and I go to my saved, open that up. I don't want, this is the one I want. So she just draws little circles. It's hard to see because she's using a pencil. And then she puts her little shapes on the top like the lights, like Christmas lights. Draws the wire. She puts in her little original paint colors and she kind of splashes around the outside of her original circle. And then she just keeps layering her paint. You're working on another envelope journal, but not Christmas. And I have tons of them. I love them. So this is what I'm going to try to do. Now, this gal is called Mallory Jane Art on Instagram, if you want to look for her. So I pulled out this cap, but this might, being as I'm doing it on an envelope, I'm not doing it on watercolor paper. This might be a little too large. So let me see. Oh, maybe this will work. This might be better if I use the inside. Now, you're not going to be able to see some of this because I'm going to do it in pencil until I get my watercolor out. But I'm going to jump right in. That might be a, well, that might be a little heavy. So you have to be able to, I want it to be light because I want the watercolor, to cover up my circle. I don't want you to be able to see my pencil. Let's see what I have here. This is a number 2. That should be okay, I think. And I'm going to use this one. Oh, that's blue. I want blue. I'm going to use my Sharpie pen and hoping that if I get it wet, it won't smear, but we'll just see. Okay, so she just put her bulbs just random. Now I'm hoping that this will be my cover. So I'm just making random circles to make it look like a string of lights. And I'm going to do 5. And they don't look so round, do they? How can you use, oh, I hit my finger, I think. That's a little better. Let's rub that out. So I hope everyone is doing well. Come on in. This is not right. Get comfy. Let's see. They kind of look cattywampus, most of them. Maybe this is cattywampus. Maybe my little circle here is not quite round. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. I don't think I've been recording a couple of things, but I haven't been live. We had a nice day and, of course, a good dinner. Hey, Peggy, you're taking a break from Christmas decorating? Ron signed us up. We have a holiday tour here that you can sign up for. We did it, I think, maybe the second year we were here, and Hubs decided we were going to do it again this year. Our neighbors are doing it right next to us, so that gave them incentive. And, and okay, so I just want to watch. So he's in full decorating mode. Now this, it looks like she rounds the top of these a little light. So I'm just going to make a square with a rounded top. Let me show you what I'm doing. I don't know if you can really see. See, I'm just making my little images. And she's got them going all different ways, just like Christmas lights would do. So I think we have to be ready by Thursday. The tour is the 2nd. And then maybe I'll put this one out this way. And then Thursday, it might be Thursday afternoon. There's 13 homes on the tour, and then the 13 folks that are participating, because they won't be able to go around during the event. Those folks are coming through on Thursday. They're all going to each other's homes. I won't do that because my back just won't allow me to do that. So if any of you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen my snow windows, and the reason I did that or tried that, I hadn't ever seen anything like that before. Lori, I found the ornament you made me with the canning jar lid. Oh, I like those, Peg. I thought they turned out cute. I thought they turned out cute. Okay, so then let's make this one go this way. So I'm hoping that we will be able to, maybe I will be able to. All right, so I want a cord going that way, and this has to hook to that one. Take a video and do the tour, so I can show you guys what it looks like. My husband does a pretty nice job decorating. Oops, that didn't do good. So we'll just see. And then I went and got my son. His car's not great. And so I went and got him last night. We're going to watch the football game today. Let me see. Can you see my little... There's a Christmas light. There's a Christmas light. Okay. So then what she did, let's see what she did next. Grab a water bottle cap and trace it 5 times. We're going to paint some Christmas lights. So once I drew kind of the wire and the top of the light, we're going to wet these bulbs and go outside of the shape of the actual light because we want that to look like it's shining. So once we do this first layer, we're going to paint the wire with a nice black. Then we're coming in. So she wet the surface. Now, like I said, of course, this is just a regular envelope. It's not watercolor paper. So it may be a little fiddly, but I'm going to try. And she used, no, I didn't want to do that. She used yellow, blue, red. I don't know that I have those real traditional watercolor colors, but I think I'm gonna get out my now my Kurtaki is not really, I guess, isn't it's probably really not, um, watercolor, right? Is it a gouache? I'm not sure. Peggy, you have some of the coolest stuff that you get out and decorate your home with. Let's see. Ooh, that doesn't really matter, right? I can use whatever color I want. They're my Christmas lights, right? So I've got a cup of water. I've got a little water spray bottle. This goes back on my glitter jar. This was a little too big for my envelope. I was going to do it on a journal page, and I thought, well, why not see if I can decorate this envelope? Okay, so I do have some red. I've got a nice green. I'm going to use this golden yellow, and this looks like an okay blue. We'll see. But I want it real watery. I have a hard time. I'm an acrylic painter at heart. And so I have a hard time getting, I want that red, and I want this green, I think. Getting my watercolor. Janet Nash, good afternoon, my dear. Nice to see you. Okay, now I'm going to get two different size brushes because I think I might need it. I'm not sure. I'm going to get a piece of paper toweling. I tend to not use enough water. So much stuff is all over the place. Furniture move. Wow, boxes everywhere. Complete chaos, and Peggy loves it. My husband just got all the boxes, the empty ones, back out in the garage. He felt better about that. Okay. Now, I'm running out of space here. That's probably an accident waiting to happen. So I've got some holiday fabric pulled out there. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to put my little spritzer there. So you can't really see anything yet. Now, she went ahead, and of course she's using watercolor paper. So let's just go for it. So if you've just come in, I've got a regular envelope. It might be on the retro side. I've covered the inside flap with some scrapbook paper, and I just took a cellophane bag. Yeah, I love this set, Janet. I really do. And so I just wanted to protect, because I don't want it to bleed through to the inside of my envelope. And so I've drawn circles. And you probably can't see. I wanted to keep it light because I'm hoping that my paint will cover it. And we're going to go. We're just going to dig in. And if this doesn't turn out and looks horrible, I'll put a piece of, you know, scrapbook paper on top. Okay. I'm expecting this not to bleed well. So what she did was she wet the light bulb and a little bit outside of the light bulb. Now I'm not making it real super wet. And let's do this one, the blue. So she painted the inside of her bulb. I think I need my smaller brush. I want to be able to control it. And I think I'm going to have to put some more. You are, Janet? Watercolor kind of makes me nervous. I just, I'm not good at it. There you go. That's the truth of it. But the more you work with it, the better you're going to get, right? Now, of course, this is a regular envelope, so I'm thinking it may dry fairly quickly. Now I'm going to come outside. The idea is to make them look like glowing Christmas lights. Now I want to make sure I leave a little catch light there. You're just playing. Now I'm going to let that dry. It looks very scary. Very scary. All right, so now let's really water down this yellow. And let me put my yellow here, down at the bottom. Kind of fading that out. And then putting some watercolor here, keeping a little catch light. Now, is my camera okay, or should I bring it down a little bit? I know, isn't that nice, Janet? Yeah, Angie's doing some stuff for herself, which is great. All right, we're going to pop some green down on my work surface. We'll give that a little spritz. What I should have done was put these in my little tray that I just thought about that. My little tray that I have of Tim Holtz. Okay, so I think I'm going to do red, green. I might do a purple. Let's do the green here. So I'm wetting that area. I didn't pay attention to where she had the catch lights. So this one, I'm going to make the catch light over on this side. And then I'm just coming outside the bulb. These are round Christmas bulbs. I'm hoping and wishing. My family here in the US is so-so. Mom seems to be adjusting to her new place fairly well. And my son's struggling a bit. Thank you for asking. My daughter has not felt well and has had some pain for over a year. So we think we might be coming down on the home stretch of figuring that out. Oh, that red is a little too pink for me for what I want. Let's try a different red. They're all a little, and my UK son seems to be doing really well. He is loving his new little girl. She seems to be doing well. She's plumping up pretty nicely. And now I'm just really chomping to get back over. Ah, got some green there. All right, here we go with the red. Want to make sure that it's getting, and I'm going outside the circle again, the original circle that I have. I think I might have to look at my watercolor paints and try to find a really nice Christmassy red, which I don't have. I guess I should have gone more orange. Well, we might see. Now let's try a purple. Now, once I get going on this, even if they don't, I mean, how bad can they look, right? It's an envelope journal, and we can make it look cute. I've got a stamp out already just in case. Just wanna make a little catch light, and then I'm coming outside the circle. I just wanna keep this really light. Ooh, got that too a little too dark. Oh, thank you, Peggy, I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna use some heat on here from my heat tool. Kinda lost my shape. Can you see what I'm doing okay? Thank you, Janet. Now, I don't want to melt that cellophane. I don't know if that will or not, that I have underneath. Because I want to protect the inside of my cover, the inside of the envelope. I've lost my catch light on my green, it looks like. Okay, so now I'm just going to come back and use, and this is what she kept doing. She just came back and started to add and deepen the color. Of course, she did it in a couple of different, maybe I'll twirl this, couple of different layers. But I'm not sure. The snow in the can, when I was trying to do my snow window, they make it look so easy on these videos, and really scraping the snow and making your picture, that really wasn't too terribly bad. But what was bad was I couldn't get my, um, snow can, my spray can, I couldn't get it to spray where I wanted. That was the most difficult part, trying to get that can to point and direct the snow. Now, the guy, that videos that I've watched, he's from the UK. His name is Tom Baker, and he, calls his channel with the @ sign, at Snow Art. And, oh my gosh, their things are just unbelievable. I think I'm gonna switch my red to this more orangey red, like an old-timey kind of, well, that's really super orange. I don't want that orange. I'm struggling with my red here, I gotta tell you. Let's add a little bit of that other red in there. And, his can of snow was really a lot bigger. Ah, it's kinda didn't rinse out my brush very well. Um, his nozzle looked like just a regular nozzle, so I'm not sure. But that's the trick. If you're gonna try it, the trick is to stand farther away from the window than you think you might have to, because it looks like he's right up on the window when he's showing you what he's doing. He's got a tutorial, that's really very helpful. Um, but he looks like he's real close on the window. But he's probably, and of course he's talking in centimeters, so I have to look that up. So I think he's about 12 inches away, which I don't know, Janet. Well, some of the other gals might know too. He says like 30, 30 to 40 centimeters. Is that about 12, 13 inches? And you want a light spray, and then you scrape your snow into the shape that you're going for, like if you're doing a house or a snowbank, or even really. Um, Now, see, I guess my pencil got a little too dark there because you can see the yellow through. But there again, it was my first try, and I do have fibromyalgia, so anything like that really affects my arm and my ability to then use my arm for a couple of days without being in pain. So took it easy yesterday. Didn't do any windows. 12 to 16 inches. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, so I was way too close. Okay, so this is the start. Practice. Yeah, there you go, Peggy. Exactly right. But, I don't think it turned out too bad for my first go. Now I have one more window to do. I'm going to do candy canes we have three small windows in the front of the house. And then we've got a big slider door. Let me see. Are they in my pictures? Which comes out. The slider door is in our kitchen, and then it comes out to where. Oh, thanks, Janet. Um, to where all my, mess is out here in my craft room. So we're going to have all these people come through the house. So we put our little, not we, Ron did, our buggy sled in front of our sliders. He's got a piece of lattice, but then there's this clear door. And I said to him, maybe I could just do snow art there. So I'm going to do a big snowman and maybe a Christmas tree. Um, but this is what I started on the front window. That was the beginning of my house. And then you can see there I'm trying to build um, the little snow drifts. And then it ended up looking like that. So at least it looks real wintry. And then of course the candy canes, they weren't difficult at all. So I'm going to put candy canes because, well, this is flipped. I've got the candy canes on the left, the little village in the center, and then there'll be more candy canes on the right there. So, all right, let me dry this a little. Now I want to watch my video again because I want to pay attention to how she did the top of her. Now I can already tell you that this is not going to look like hers because it's not water paper. I have a hard edge here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that to go away unless maybe I use a color pencil. So right away we know it's not going to look like hers. And, and I knew that. I mean, come on, I knew that. Love the look. I am waiting for you to drive. Oh my gosh. And then my sister Jackie, she's a real crack. I mean, she's just a nut. And she has talents, but her talents are different than mine and my sister Nancy. Nancy is a florist and she's been messing around with watercolor painting. She's doing quite well with that. But we've always been very crafty and can work with our hands. Jackie is a singer. She's a singer, she's a writer. She has those skills, but of course she's always, saying I can't do anything. So she goes on her Facebook page. She finds a beautiful village scene that someone's done in snow art, and she said, "Just trying to show up my sister Lori, this is what I did to my windows." And and her friends believed her. It's just she's a hoot. She's a hoot and a half. Alright, so I'm back to using the small brush, and I'm gonna grab a little more of that blue and see if I can intense now, I don't know that I want to, increase the intensity all the way around the bulb. If I was paying attention, I think I just wanna kinda make it darker here and around the outside edge, maybe? I'll probably adjust this some when I can go back and really I didn't study the video. I'm just trying to move that around while it's wet. A bit of competition. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, funny. Uh-huh. Not too bad. Well, at least I think they look like Christmas lights. I don't think they're gonna turn out looking real like hers do, and I don't think they're really gonna even look that round. I should have made them like the old-timey shape. That would have been fun. Alright, so let's add a little more of that green down here, just increasing the, intensity of the bulb. But if you check out this Tom Baker at Snow Art, I mean, he's got one where he's got the Home Alone kid. He does the Home Alone kid's face. I mean, oh my goodness, it's, like, unbelievable what this guy can do with a can of spray snow. Okay, grab a little more of that yellow. And I don't think now that I've got the watercolor over top of it, I don't think I can erase the pencil, right? Okay, Ange. She's about to hop up in a chair. Okay, honey. Wondering what you're having today to eat, Ange. You know I'm wondering. You know I'm thinking about that food. Okay, I'm not crazy about my red at all. Let's see what this red looks like. It might be a little better. Let's grab some of this. Trying to get that to be a little more red. Now, I think this is gonna look cute enough for the cover of an envelope journal. And I do have a deeper burgundy. Oh, thanks, Angie. I do have a deeper burgundy. But I'm not gonna be able Sloppy Joe's, French fries and lasagna. Oh, I don't like Sloppy Joe's. I don't even like the smell. My family, my extended family, not my son, he doesn't eat anything. Um, that green looks a little too they all like it. My husband loves it. But ever since I was a kid, I just don't know what it is. There's something in the, seasoning that really almost kinda makes me feel ill when I smell it. Peggy said, "When my boys were small, I used to paint our windows. I actually used acrylic paint and would scrape it off with a razor." I saw one gal, one reel, I wonder if I saved that one, doing, like, Disney characters and stuff on windows and mirrors and things, and I believe she was using acrylic paint. amazing. People are so talented. I want to say. Okay, so I'm going to dry these a little. And then I'm just going to get out my pen and see how that looks. Now, I might need a, let's just have another look here. See if I buried it again. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. Oh, there it is. A fun one. Oh, she even does a shadow. We're going to paint some. I forgot about that shadow. Okay, and what I also did wrong was she didn't, I thought she put the shadow all the way around. She really kind of just went underneath. So I have to remember that for the next time. She's got a couple of different little highlights. And of course I can put those in. So it looks like she just does black and leaves a little catch light on the side. So let me get my Sharpie marker. No, Sharpie pen. And let's see. I've got a couple here, but some of them are starting to dry out. I thought I had gotten one out. Do 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 do. Well, this is a medium. These are Pitt pens. These should be okay, right, Peggy? She did, Joyce? Oh, she sounds talented. That sounds beautiful. Have you posted that anywhere, Joyce? I would love to see that. I would love it. Or if you don't mind, Joyce, if you send it to me, Instagram, on Paint Girly on Instagram. Pitt pens will work? Okay, thanks, Peg. I knew you would know. I'll show the girls. This says small. That's really small. Okay, this 1.5. All right, let's try this. Okay, so she does the catch light, like right there. So now I'm going to bring my wire. I'm going to put a little more movement in that wire. I can erase my original, what I have originally done with my wire. So I don't have any paint over it. The top of this bulb got really huge. Really, really huge. Oh, okay. All right, so let's flip these. Still a little damp. And if you wanted to do this in your journal or December daily, you don't have to do the watercolor, right? I don't know how this is showing up on your on my computer screen. It doesn't look so great. I'm hoping the colors on your screens look a little more vibrant than mine does. You could do this though, Angela, what I was going to say, I don't know if I finished, with colored pencil. And You're just taking a bottle cap. She just took a bottle cap and made the little circles. So if you can trace, you might be able to do it. The trick is, I think, remembering to have that little catch light. On a day like today. Yeah, right, Ange? You can do that. And I don't think she went around them with the see, I'm inclined to wanna put that black line around the outside, but I don't think she did. No, she definitely didn't. Now oh, thank you, Janet. It looks better than I thought it would. I have to tell you that. Now let me get my eraser and let's erase those pencil lines that I decided. Now I don't have my color pencils out here. So, you know, another day, another time, what I might try to do would be to fade that out a little better. And of course, which I wasn't paying attention. See, part of being successful, I think, with some of these things, trying to copy and do what someone else does, is to really pay attention to what they're doing. And what I thought I saw, let's see, this goes back to Dee Dee Willingham saying, you can train your eye. You have to train your eye to actually see what's there. See, and I don't do it all the time. Um, but she put the little shadowy part, like she started at the halfway point and kinda came down and around. She didn't go around the whole blasted thing. So that might make a difference. Now let's just see. Oh, some of that's coming off, girls, even through the watercolor. Oh, that's amazing. What I was gonna do was I was gonna see if I have right here by my desk, which I probably don't, a piece of, um kneadable eraser to then come back and take out some of the pencil that it was showing through on the yellow one. But see, I got some of that off. So I'm much more pleased with that. Much more pleased. On a day like today. Hey, I saw a bluebird the other day. I couldn't believe it. It was out back and I think he was checking out the property we have for rent for next year. I'm just saying. I think he was. I think he was. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more of my paint and try to deepen my edges even further. You know what? You know what I'm going to try, girls? I'm going to try some of this really dark purpley burgundy color because sometimes I use a dark Prismacolor's dark purple to shadow my reds. Now, of course, the gal on the reel, she was just doing this to show you how to do it, but I'm using it to decorate the cover of this little holiday Christmas envelope journal. So I'm not going to fuss around with this too much more. I'm going to just deepen my colors here one more time. I'm going to stamp a little bit on it. I'm going to spatter it because I like it. And then I think I'm going to call it finished for my cover because I want to put the journal together while you're here. And I'm basically going to use a technique that I saw G. Kerr use many, many years ago. Well, somewhat modified. Jello, Jello, hello! Hello, Andrea. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Okay, where's that green? Let's get a little, oh, I forget what, yeah, I was using this one. I want that really dark. The other thing I didn't pay attention to the reel is where she had all her highlights. So these probably, to the trained eye especially, the highlights are probably not, kind of going out of the lines there. Okay, and I think I need that blue. I don't think I did the blue, did I? I did the purple, green. Did I do the yellow again? I don't think I did the yellow. I keep not swooshing my brush well enough. Oop, I don't want to drip a big blob of water on there. Actually, I could probably shade this yellow one a little bit with some orange. And black back in the blue a little. You've got to really swoosh. Has anyone done any craft shopping that, oh, Andrea, I've been a naughty girl. First of all, I saw Tim a couple weeks ago. Tim Holtz enabled me, and I really wanted this die cut that he was showing. So I got it. I was very excited, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use that today to decorate one of my envelopes here, my Christmas journal. So I get it out, and it's not the right one. I ordered the wrong stinking one. I ordered this Thinlits one. It's just one piece, and the one that I saw him use, it's two pieces, so you can do two different colors of paper and then, glue them on top of each other, and it has a real cool effect. So this is the one I ordered. This is not the one I wanted. This one's just called Thinlits die. It doesn't even, I wanted the plaid. I wanted the Tim Holtz plaid die, so I just ordered the right one. It's going to take a little bit. It says it's going to take a little bit to get here. So I'm a little disappointed. All right, so I'm going to mop up, yes, and waste my paint. This is what I'm saying. I have two of these, and I don't know why I didn't think to use it. I think they're great, but I keep forgetting to get them out to use them. Where did I put it? Of course, this is also Tim Holtz. Hey, Dusty, hi. This is now he uses it for ink, but he also puts in his shavings for his color pencils, his watercolor pencils, and inks. And see, I could have put my little watercolors in here, not to waste, this paint. But it is what it is, as they say. So let's, because I'm going to either put my fist in it or, worse than that, my envelope. Sorry for that squeakage. All right, now, a couple of different things. I want this as a cover. So I'm going to put my paints up out of the way. And I have to have a little sippy here, a little sippy sip. You have the palette thing. I often, oh, look, it came through. But not, okay, I see what happened. I see what happened. It didn't come through that layer. Okay, cool. So this is going to be my cover. I don't think it matters. I mean, it's going to matter at some point, but it doesn't matter right this second. So then I went to, hey, Marty, hi, how are you? So then I went to Joann Fabrics because, oh, thanks, Dusty. Yeah, I followed her reel. The gal's name is Mallory, Mallery, Jane, Jane Art. And she's on Instagram, and that's where I got the reel. So I went to, I checked Joann Fabrics, and especially this time of year, they had a discount on Tim Holtz stuff. So I was naughty. So I've had one of these before, but I used it all up. These are clippings, clipping sticker book. So these are nice little words that you can use. And then I wanted to get some more. I love the oxide, so I wanted to get some that I didn't have that I have. I believe the matching crayon too. So I got peeled paint, dried marigold. Haven't opened these yet. This one, the plastic came off. Crackling campfire, and see, like this one, I also have the glaze in that one. Rusty hinge. So I got those. I should put those right in the, well, let's see, I'll take time to do that now. And then I needed some re-inkers. You have those workbooks? They come in handy, right, Ange? I'm getting low on my re-inker for my vintage photo and my black soot. These were like $3. So I went ahead and got those. And then Tim's been using this sparkle paste. A textured paste. Sparkle. I love me sparkle. So I got that. And then I got these. I got the botanical layers, which I probably have gotten these before, but I couldn't remember, so I got them. These are new to me. There's 33 pieces, and he calls it transparent things too. You can't wait for the new year, so you can focus on getting organized, working on junk journals, art journals, and whatever needs to be. I'm looking forward to the new year too. I'm hoping the things in our lives kind of, see, I'm used to a real quiet, sedentary, not crazy life, and my life has been crazy for, well, since July. So I'm waiting for a real slow down. I'm hoping in the new year. See right here, isn't that cool? So I don't know. I don't really use like the vellum type stuff. So we'll see what that's like. And then I got, this is called Ephemera Pack Snippets, but these are number strips. All different little numbers. I love numbers. I mean, I don't like to add and subtract them, but I like to look at them. And then these, I don't know if they're new, called collage tiles. You get 72 pieces in here. And look how cool they are. So I'm looking forward to digging into that. So that was my naughtiness. And then I've got that die cut that I'm going to return that the wrong one I got. And I just ordered this morning the new. I just realized this morning because I was going to use it. All right. So now I guess maybe I should leave well enough alone, but I do want to spatter this. But I don't know that I want to spatter it right now because see, then it's not going to dry so well. It's going to take a little minute. So I think what I want to do is frame the outside with one of my crayons. So, I might go with the blue. So I'm going to use my blueprint sketch because that's the blue one I pulled out. What's Ange doing? Okay, Ange is going to get up and she's going to be listening. Oh, that blue doesn't really match. It's all right. Now, keep in mind I'm going to spatter this. Now, there's a couple ways you can go with this, but I'm just going to use a not so wet, I hope. I could use a water brush. I made some progress with straightening up. I can actually walk through here. This, you know, kind of looks like how my kids' rooms looked when they were growing up. All right, I'm not liking that. Let's switch over to, see, this may not work great on the envelope, but I think once I spatter this, it's going to like really look cool. But I just want something to bring this in a little bit. I was going to put maybe this holiday stamp on here. Oh gosh, we don't decorate anymore. Oh, well, I say that and my husband's decorating, but I mean for those like Halloween and all that jazz, nobody comes here. We live too far away from our family. Our daughter has not been feeling well, and then she's, you know, her kids are young and school's starting, and it's just, I'm adding more of this. It's just going to look messy, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. So now I'm going to work on this and put it together like I remember G. Kerr, Gikerr does. And if you don't know G. Kerr, you need to check out her channel because she's marvelous. Okay, so inside here I've got the Christmas trees. And then I've got another one where my inside flap is Christmas trees. So my light bulbs, my lights are going to have to go this way. No. Now just give me a moment. This here I didn't do right. I didn't do it correctly. I misjudged my flap. So I've got to do a little cleanup here on aisle 2. So ultimately what I want to do is I want to put my envelopes together like this. You can use fabric. You could probably use duct tape. I'm going to use, you can use paper. You know, I could use scrapbook paper or coffee stain paper, you know, whatever you might have available. I'm going to use fabric. Now I'm trying to decide what fabric. I think I want to use I use that silly blue on there. Do. This is all my some Christmas stuff. Oh, that's not Christmas. That's kitty cats. So I didn't know if I have any blue Christmas. I'm having a blue Christmas. Well, this has some blue in it. I don't know if I can tear that. That might look good. This is very porous-y, even more porous than regular. So I like to tear it rather than cut it, but I'm not sure that this is going to tear. So let's have a go. Let's see. So I want it maybe about 1.5 inches wide, I believe. I don't want it too terribly wide. Depends on your envelopes, what kind of look you're going for, especially, and what you might like. So I want it to be the length of my envelope. And I like it torn. And I'm going to need 2 pieces. Dusty said she bought a bag. She bought this bag at Dollarama yesterday that she wants to use as an album order. Ooh, nice. What's on the cover? Okay, so that has to be trimmed, so I want it to be about there. Now, if you're a neatnik, you would just cut this. Now, G probably has a couple of different videos. I haven't watched this one in a long while, but she has one where she takes the envelopes all apart, she stitches all around, she puts it all back together, and it could be this one, but I'm just gonna put this together, I think, and I need 2 pieces, and I'll show you in a moment. Maybe I'll cut it there. I want it a little wider, I think. So see, it's going to go like this. Now, I'm not really crazy about the stark white, but I decided to leave it white instead of going to my jelly plate. But now that I'm looking at this, I think I want to use my stamp that I have here and stamp on my envelope before I go ahead and, no, that's, the trees are scrapbook paper, Ange. So now I'm going to cut another piece, not cut, tear, and I want it to be the same or pretty much the same width. Man, somebody's got a motor running outside. Whew. You guys probably can't hear it, but it's very loud to me. Now, sometimes I leave the bottom longer. It just depends on what I want. And I don't think I want it long today. I might just do that. And, I can, oops, I put the wrong piece aside. So what I'm going to go ahead and do next is I'm going to get out I think I'm going to get out my Midnight Blue. Stays on ink. My plan is to put another piece of scrapbook paper on this top side. And right now, I can tell you right now, I'm not liking that spot right there, but I might have to deal with that later. Now, I don't want to stamp here, so I'm going to put this little protective things in here. What did Dusty say? It looks like an old vintage sign for Ooh, that sounds yummy. That sounds really yummy, Dusty. Okay. All right, so I've got this little, I was going to sell this, and it came back out of the Goodwill bag. The problem for me, and it's not a bad thing necessarily, is when I see the word Holly, I think of my friend Holly, who's no longer with us. And so it's kind of a bittersweet thing for me anymore. All right, so let's oh, I do have that. Oh, I did buy a nice stamp from the market last night too. It's more script, but it's more spaced out and bigger. It's more bigger. All right, I probably should use a block too. I wonder if I have a block handy. Handy. Okay, and I'm just going to say this because she's so on my mind. And I think I sent her a message, but I have not seen Judy O. I know a few of you have seen her in other streams, but I am missing her, and I don't know where she's been, and I don't know how she is. But I have not heard back from her. I tend to worry. Okay, so I'm liking that script, so I think I'm going to include that. Oh, yeah, it's terrible, Andrea. I do terribly. Okay. It's just crazy how sometimes someone you really never met in person has such an impact on your life, huh? Okay, so look here, and I'm just thinking, you've probably already done this before. So it's got the impression or the drawing of what the stamp is like. So if I lay this out on my white envelope, I can see where my stamp's going to go. Roll out the holly. All right, so now let's see if I get it to go through. This block is not big enough. It's going to be trouble. Oh, we got trouble. All right, so it's reversed. I've got it reversed. It's got to be that way. So that's the way I want it. It's not big enough. Golly, what can I put that on? You ever use a tin can for a... Hey, there's Shannon. Hi, Shannon. How are you? I wonder if I can use this. Wonderful. Okay, let's see if it'll stick. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Oh, Timmy. Of course, I won't be able to see. Well, I could do the envelope the other way, couldn't I? All right, so let's ink it. And then I'm going to grab a piece of, I'm hoping, scrap paper. I'm going to put my actual envelope aside for a moment. Let's ink this up using the StazOn Midnight Blue is what I'm using. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have blue on the front going around. I have blue in my plaid. And I like it. There you have it. I like it. So let's try this. I'm doing it this way because if I put my can over, I'm not going to be able to see where my imprint is. That inked up pretty nicely. Okay. Let's re-ink. Now, I wanted, see, I'm so dyslexic with this kind of stuff. So I want this part over here. I'm fairly sure. And it's going to be what it is. We can always layer and put other stuff on it, right? Look, I didn't clean up my can. So listen, remember, if you're using something else to ink, to hold your stamp, and you ink it and you mess it up, you slop it up here like I did, make sure you clean that up before you do your stamp, because see, now I have it, that impression there. I'm going to take the word holly and put that there. And we're going to give it a little try. That works well. And I'm going to stamp it carefully here. I think I got it crooked. And I'm going to put one off to the side here. And I'm not going to re-ink. I'm going to do another one down here. Now this is the inside cover of my journal. So now I'm going to take my Leblanc stamp with my script that I like so well. And I'm just going to come on over and do some of that, like that. Now this is going to get covered with paper. And in all likelihood, there's going to be some paper in there too, because this envelope was so, oh no, did I do it upside down? I did. I did my hollies upside down, didn't I? No, because this is where it's going to get stitched. I'm telling you, I am so dyslexic. Now, I think I want the same on this inside cover. So let's put our protector in here. Stuck our little envelope. How am I on time? Oh, it's getting late. Time flies when you're having fun. Let's re-ink this. Let's try to be a little neater, Lori. And pay attention to my surroundings. Now, of course, if you put this on a stamp pad, like a mouse pad or some kind of foam, I think you would get a better impression as far as your stamp. You think? Thank you. But boy, I'll tell you. Where's Peggy? Okay, she has to go back to lurking. All right, Peggy. Enjoy your decorating. Oh, her house, I'm sure, looks so marvelous. Okay, so we've got that. And then let's get the holly. How does it go? Bring out the holly, or down the holly. Do, 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 da, dee, 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 dee. And put one down here. And then a second stamp off down here. And then we're going to ink this. Now I'm going to do all this before I go ahead and start putting on my fabric. Now, and you can, you girls know this, you can do other stuff afterwards. It's just, depends on all what you want to do. Once you get your paper in there, how it looks, you might want to add some other stuff. You might want to add other stuff. I did that wrong. I did that upside down because it's got to go this way, does it not? So guess what's going to go here? Stickers or something. Stickers or something. I forgot to flip it. I forgot to flip it. All right, so I'm going to get my fabric glue, my Magnatac, which is like a Fabri-Tac, same company. I don't know why they have like 3 or 4 different names, and I think the glue is all basically the same, so I'm not sure why. All right, so let's put these little bits up here out of the way, because my space, I just tend to get my space crowded. So we tore our fabric, the fabric that I'm going to use, we've torn that. I've got 2 pieces. Now I would like to have, and I took a lot of my silicone stuff out front to do those snow windows, but I like to spread out my I have several of them, but a couple of them are really short, so I'm not sure. I think they're probably buried. One moment, please. I don't want to pull that out because everything is gonna collapse. See, I just did some rearranging and I'm picking up stuff up off the floor so I can walk. My husband's always afraid I'm going to trip and fall. So I'm trying to be, a good kid and get all that taken care of. And I thought I had a little jar that had my tools in it. Okay, well, it's not here. So what I want to do is I want to take my piece of fabric and I'm going to put my 2 pieces of envelope on my fabric. Okay, back and front. So I'm just going to take my Fabri-Tac, Magnatac, whatever it is, and I'm just going to come in maybe about 1/4 of an inch. Now this is getting down low and it's chilly in my room. So this should be a bother. I don't mind glue on my fingers, but I don't really care for the Fabri-Tac on my fingers. So I hope I didn't miss anybody else scooting out. Ooh. This really is, especially for somebody who's got sore arms from painting a window. I know, right, Janet? Is Shannon going to go see her mom? Shannon is very faithful to seeing her mom every Sunday. Oh, My nozzle might need to be cleaned. All right, so just going to put that down. Kind of eyeballing it, really. Okay, and just going to go. You're welcome, Ange. If anybody missed it, I'm inspired to do a envelope Christmas journal because Ange suggested it. See, now I could move this. I'm not going to fuss with it. It's going to be fine. But I should have, I think I could have, should have. And I want them to butt right up next to each other. I could have got, hey, Carol, hi. I could have gotten them a little more centered. But sometimes I think, oh, I should turn on my camera. Oh, maybe I'll go live. There's nothing going on. It's kind of slow. Maybe some of the girls could keep me company. And then I think, well, if I really want to get something done and use the limited brain power that I have, it's better I don't do it with an audience. Okay? Oh, Andrea, that's a good idea. I thought about taking oh, I wonder if one of those little, you can get those plug-in things that you can put your coffee cup on. Wonder if that would work. Why wouldn't it, right? It's like a heating pad. I've thought about putting my heat tool on it and then thought, well, that's probably not a good idea. I mean, it's not an open, well, you can see red in there, can't you? That looks just like an upside down ho, ho, ho. So look, you can use any fabrics. Janet just put up something about using new scraps, right? So any fabric scraps or anything that you have laying around in your work area, go for it. We used to have a couple of those coffee things. I wonder, I guess you couldn't put it in the microwave, right? Could you, what do you think? Could you put it in the microwave for like, 10 seconds? Like you do with honey? Oh, this is really, I should just get a new bottle. And then, I've got a fuller bottle right over there. If I did that, then when the one gets low as this, I could combine them, right? I don't leave it upside down. I've said this before because I did that once and I lost so much glue because it came out, it seeped all around the oh, oh, so you can't go? Are you not going to go, Shannon? Mm, I gotcha. Okay, Andrea, that makes sense. Now I know Aunt Beck's got that gizmo that she puts her glue in, but that she has white glue in there, so I guess one of those might work too, right? For this kind of glue. Oh, okay. So now I'm just going to do that. Of course, I didn't think about this back cover now, did I? Before I put on my fabric. Did I? No, I did not. And then I'm going to put pages in here. I am. What happened? My camera has been so bizarre. stuff that I normally do. It's wigging out like that. I don't know why. On a couple of my recordings on my videos, it's wigging out like crazy. It's just curious. I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed any settings or anything. Okay, so I do have some pages here, but I'm not sure that they're going to work for this. They might be a little too small. I tucked them in. Here they are. These were from that composition book, composition tablet. What was the wigging out? It happened to you yesterday, Shannon? Or maybe it's not us then. Maybe I should report that. Yes, see, I think I want my pages bigger. So I'm going to have to root through my stuff and see what pages I can. So I can stitch those in whenever. So now I want to pick out some scrapbook paper. I don't know what paper pack this is, but I found this stuff in my stash. Where did the rest of it go? Now some of this is, see, like I don't know where this is from, but it's very pretty. This, of course, is graphic 45, and I don't know that I want any of that. And then I have, see, now I've got that blue in that plaid, and I've got blue stamps, and I've got, pretty much upside down, light Christmas lights. So I have this, but I don't know if I can get two out of that. Maybe if I go this way. It's just going to be a little short. Oh, stinky poo. If I go that way. But see, that might look kind of nice because it's blue. Really, Marty? Okay. I was thinking it was me because, like I said, I haven't changed any of my settings, so it's just really curious. Things go great for so long, and then all of a sudden it seems like I've got a tree there. Yeah, both my trees. All right, so this is what I do in this case. I'm just going to take this and glue it down and then trim around it. So for that, I've got a whole new bottle of this art glitter glue, which really I'm supposed to be taking this in the house too, because it's temperature sensitive or something. And I don't remember to do it. Excuse me. I'm just going to spread this around a little bit. Roll out. It's roll out the holly. Roll out the holly. It might not quite be enough glue. Oh, I think I did that up. No, it's not. It's right side up. Guys, I thought I did it again. Now, I've tried in the past where I just trace my envelope point, cut it out, but see, then I don't really get it on there well. And this is the side I think I messed up, so there's that. It's wigging out again. I'm hoping I can get another. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Nice to see you. And Judy O, if you should happen to be watching, of the replay. Could you get a hold of me? I'd just like to know how you're doing, my dear Judio. See, look. So guess what's going to go there? A piece of lace. All right, so now let's see if I can get this to work. Ooh, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Yeah. All right, so I want to put, see, this is, I flip it all around, and that's where I get myself in trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble. Ooh, we got trouble. See how the brain goes from one song to the next? Because everything I say reminds me of a song, and I have my mother to thank for that. She used to do that when we were kids. Oh, I forgot how fiddly it was doing this scrapbooking stuff, huh? Now this is kind of it's a different blue. It's not really a blue. It's like it's not even a green blue, maybe a gray blue. But it's going to be all right. I'm going to stitch around the points. I'm going to ink, I think. And it's going to be fine. I didn't get enough glue there, so I'm going to have to fart around with that. Get some more glue in there. This really is not complicated. Does it seem complicated? Because it's really not. I mean, I'm fussing around and adding a bunch of stuff, but you don't have to. You can just really stitch together 3 or 4 envelopes like I've showed you before and make just an envelope type journal where you have all the pockets, and then you can put pages in between. I'm turning on my hot glue gun just because it might be quicker once I get rocking and a rolling here. I'm not sure that I am going to be rocking and a rolling. Now I'm just seeing if I have. Ooh, let's see if this works. Oh, do I have enough for both sides? I think I'm going to come up short. Let's fold it in half. I think I can. I'll see. I don't. I just want it to be matchy matchy. I've got tons of lace. And to that I say, Chantilly lace in a pretty face. Now I want to ink my edges. I truly do. And a pretty face. And then I will stitch around. I do have my sewing machine set up, but I don't know. It's almost 1 o'clock. What time did I come on? 11, 12, 1. Somebody else comes on at 2, I think, still. Or Tanya usually, right? Or is she traveling? There's probably a couple other girls, too, that come on. All right, so I don't really have any Christmas stickers pulled out because I wasn't planning on, messing up here. So let's just see what we have that I can use. Look at these delightful little goodies. See, your Graphic 45 always gives you little postcards and whatnot. And of course, cutting those out would look great just putting in the pockets. But I've also got these little bits from, oh, look at him. I forgot I was going to put him somewhere. This is from when I was selling at the market. I would go and try to find all these different cute little things that I could sell. Z at 4 and at 5. Thanks, Brenda. Yes, you are exactly right. But I know there for a while Tanya would come on around 2 or so. Tanya McGuire. But my life has been so crazy, I've kinda lost track. And then Mary at 6 to no 6 or 7. No, she comes on later Sunday nights, doesn't she? She comes on. Oh, thanks, Brenda. I'm thinking it looks a little discombobulated, but thank you. Um, so I'm wanting to cover up the snakes there. I should have torn that, but I didn't, so we're just gonna live with it. So I'm thinking those 2 little cherubs could go there. And might have to just live with some of these hollies upside down. I'm thinking one of these might look cute on the back, but I don't know. Let's not get too crazy, huh? All right, Flo. Now let's put now you know I'm looking at that glitter, that texture paste. Oof. All right, so somewhere I have somewhere out there. This is Golden Matte Medium. Haven't used it in a while. Don't know if it's going to come out of that nozzle. I think I need to. Maybe it'll come out now. I want to use this because I want it to glue down okay and not stick to anything else, you know? You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I mean? I mean, it would be okay using the art glitter glue. I just don't know. So I've got my glue brush. I'm just going to brush that all around. And I'm going to put my little gals there. Not sure they're going to stick on that fabric, but I can deal with that later. And I had 2 of those, did I not? Yes, I did. So let's trim this out. I think I want to put one on this side as well. I'm not, you know, doing a perfect fussy cut. I'm just kind of getting close to the greenery and the little ribbon. So I'm hoping if I take my phone and do a video at night once my husband gets the house completely decorated the way he wants. I wonder if I should put that there. Then it would cover up my mess. Let's do that. Oh, let's do. Now I've got to be careful of that pocket. I don't want to glue my pocket down. So I'm going to sneak those little girls right in there. Now, if you weren't here, I did say that I am going to put pages in this journal. But the pages that I have sitting right here are too small. I want something larger. Now I'm going to get my heat tool and try that. So I don't stick my pocket together. There's nothing like having a pocket that's not a pocket because the glue is shut. I did put my glue gun on. I guess I'm going to have to sneak a little bit of my Fabric-Tac under here. Oh, some of that stuff. Maybe I just have to get it a little more saturated with the golden matte medium. My husband has said to me over the years, why does it take you so long to do one thing? Well, see, when you're first doing it for the first time, you don't know what you want to do. And then once you make, then after you do that, you make more. It goes quicker, right? It goes a lot quicker. All right, let's close this baby up. Now I want to ink my edges because I like it. I know it's not for everybody. Now you're getting an echo. Now let me know about the echo because I'm going to report the other issue. Now, if I really wanted to go crazy, I could come back in here and color the holly leaves, and trust me, I may just do it while I'm sitting and watching the football game tonight. I may just color in those holly leaves. All right, so I'm going to get my vintage photo Tim Holtz inker, distress ink, and I'm going to attempt to ink my edges. And I think what I'm going to do is try to do a zigzag stitch around here. Now, when I zigzag or do any stitch really around my fabric, on paper, you know, the one side is really not nice, you know, because that needle is punching through. I don't know if there's anything you can do to fix that. Is there? Does anybody know? Generally, what I do is just then come over it with, you know, an inker. It's snowing on the screen, or you're getting snow. Snow, 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 snow. Ba ba beep beep doo doo doo. La 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 la. Just you, Shannon, I guess. I don't know, honey. No snow, no snow, no. Got a little bit of white there. I might want to trim that off. I think it's from the back. From the back side. I like snow. I think it's beautiful, which I think a lot of us would agree it's beautiful. But see, I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to shovel it. I don't have to go anywhere anymore. Right? So I can enjoy it more. Now this envelope that I picked to use, and I did it because it matched the size of the die cut I wanted to use. And then I bought the wrong one. So I picked this envelope for the size, not for the quality of the envelope. So really, quite honestly, these are crappy envelopes. These are real thin and kind of yuckety yuck. Yuckety yuck envelopes. Now, what I'm thinking is because and I've got it totally upside down. See, this is real white in here. I'm not liking that so much either. So I think I might stamp that as well. But I don't know what I want to stamp. This is kind of cool. This is, let's see what this looks like, if I can. This feels like it's picked up some dust. Why do I live where it's cold and ugly 6 months? I don't know. I don't know, Marty. Is that where you're originally from? Is that where your roots are? Do you like it more better than you think? I don't know, just a couple ideas. Is that where your hubby bubby is? Or your family? Okay, let's stick this to our little stamping block. I think it goes this way. I really don't know how well this is going to be. I have a little stamp set that this goes with. I've been looking all over for this, and it's sitting in my drawer. Oh, it says Chateau, 25 Chateau, Paris. Yeah, I just love everything Paris. I don't know why. I don't need it to be real dark. So I'm going to sneak it in here. I hope. I hope. I hope. It's only... Look. You're watching me get smarter. My husband gave me a compliment the other day. I was really surprised. He brought me this Christmas decoration, a cute little thing we have, like a little preformed, says love, and it's got, I don't know, Christmas baubles on it or something. That it cracked in half. It's just a little tiny thing to sit on a shelf. And I said, here, oh Lord, you didn't push down the center. He said, here, you can get your glue out and glue this for me. I said, okay. And I knew by the tone of his voice, he didn't want to deal with it because he wasn't sure how to, you'd have to sit and hold it to get it to, look, this did not work. I did put ink on there. And I thought, well, I'm going to fix his wagon. So I know exactly what I'm going to do. I got out some of my washi tape. And I stuck it to the washi tape. So it just was able to, once I glued the little open edge, stuck it together and stuck it on my washi tape. The washi tape's holding it. I didn't have to hold it. Marty says she grew up there and hubby is still working. So you're thinking south when he retires? Okay. I don't want to over ink this. I don't want to go on top of that. Now I'm going to flip this to the bottom. So I don't always do smart stuff, but I thought I was pretty clever of me. And sometimes he doesn't notice that kind of stuff that I do. But he noticed yesterday, which was fun for me. That was fun for me. I'm flipping that over. Brenda said, I got my art copied and printed. Need to cut them out and put them on Christmas Oh, that sounds nice. Need to finish crocheting legs to a Highland cow for a gift. That sounds cool too. Need to prepare more in my December daily. No motivation. Just take a little rest. It'll come back. You'll get your motivation back. Okay, so that's looking a little better, methinks. Now I do want to stitch around that, so I'm going to stitch around that before I put my crocheted piece on. I want to do, I believe a zigzag would look lovely on there. If someone else comes on, will someone kindly know to tell me, please, because I'm not paying attention. I have my phone off. You're on a chill and watch day. Now I did put this little gal here. So let's see what we can do here. I want to make sure I'm going the right way. My girls are the right way. So I just don't want it to be stark white. And that's definitely not enough inky dink. Not enough inky dink. So Shannon, I do have to ask you this. I'm going to be a stinker here. I'm just going to be a stinker and ask, so how did Sarah like the Chief Eagles game last week? Or even, I know they won the Super Bowl. See, I just messed that up. No, it's not messed up. It's just, it is what it is. Your arm is killing. Oh, yeah. Well, I was painting windows, so I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about, girlfriend. All right, let me scoot that in there. You don't know. You don't watch. All right, now I'm going to spatter the front, so that's not going to look super stark white either. So I'm coming down the home stretch, really, for what I can do today. I got to come up with something for the back. I was thinking I could really put, scrapbook paper, but I could also do a little collage. I don't know if I want to waste this. I could do more stamping. Look, I've got to add, well, I'm going to stitch this down. Super Bowl and basketball. Oh, okay. She got both last year. Cool. And I'll be looking for probably book pages that can go here. So I really wish I had paid attention more closely, because I like my, well, you know what, that could be the back, couldn't it? But now everything else is going to be upside. That's all going to be up. See, I should have thought about that sooner. This is how I drew them. And I didn't pay attention to which way my envelope was going. So you gotta pay attention to all that jazz. So I think I need some kind of word or something here, but I am going to spatter. I could try a little bit of this sparkle paste, couldn't I? And just see what that looks like on there. But let me just, can you just hang for a minute? And let me just stitch one side of this. I got my machine right here, all set up. It's set on zigzag, I believe. I never get close enough to the edge, I don't think. Let me just get my pedal to the metal. am not a sewer like some of our gals are. Of course, I think of Kathy Cowell, who sews all the time. And Janet. Oh, I like it. I like it, girls. Hold on. Let me do the other side real quick. See, because it doesn't take long. If you're set up, it doesn't take long. This just adds another element. I don't think I've got them distance-wise the same. I said my son's having car trouble, so I went over to Pennsylvania last night to pick him up. He's going to take hubby's car for a little bit until he gets things straightened out. But since Ron retired, he doesn't really use his car much. So Brian will be able to use it. So I went over and got him. And goodness, it was like 27. So look. That looks cute to me. So now I'm going to add. Now, normally I would use my Fabri-Tac, but you know what? It really hurts my hand to squeeze that out, especially after doing, I've got a little tiny bug floating around here. That light color is going to show through that white. So let's give that a little ink. That might help. Might help just a tad. See, because that's where I did a goof. I did a goof and didn't line up my... Oh, that definitely helps. Oh, you little bugger. All right, so hot glue. I'm hot gluing it. I love my setup. I have a ceramic dish in a drawer that sits to my right, and I'm right-handed. And I've got my heat tool and my glue gun plugged in, and they sit in that ceramic dish. Now, when I'm not here, I turn my light off so the power goes off. So if I forget, it's not like my glue gun is going to be on all the time. It's not. But it's so nice to be able to just have those there already set up where I can just turn it on and then use it. Especially when I was really doing the light bulbs, you know. Because I use my hot glue gun a lot when I make those. Really a lot. Okay. Oh, look, I hot glued that to the board. See, it's just all of a sudden it's not liking my Timmy mat. Oh, goodness. Look how sloppy I am. Look at that. I can pick that off. All right, so this front cover, I think, needs some help. I like my lights, but I'm not crazy about them being, I needed one with the top, the wire thing up here. I think it would look much better. So let's add some stuff. Let's see, what do I have sitting here? I have sitting here a piece of tea bag. Let's just lay out some stuff. That might help. And then if I take a piece of see, now those Timmy things that I just bought, where did I put those? I don't think there's any holiday ones in here, but I wonder if there's something I could make work. Maybe there's just a script one. Let's see. Let's have a look. See, I can trim that down. I just heard, I thought maybe my son was coming out here. Oh, here's blue. Public school. Let's not do that one. See, I can trim this down and make it smaller. Or I could maybe punch it. No, I don't want to cover them up, but I do want to maybe cover up this white space here. I also have those numbers that I just got. So let's have a look at those. Maybe a number might be lovely. And then I'm going to spatter and then I'm going to scoop. I'm going to spatter and scoop. But I just want to know what I want to put here. I'm not going to spatter on top of this stuff. I'll glue this on after. These are all going to come out of here anyway. I'll put them in a different. I need something smaller. I think what I need to do is take a piece of maybe just like manila folder, something like a cardstock like that, and print, joy, Christmas, whatever, and maybe put that there. And maybe I could put one here and one here, just the words. But let me spatter. I'm going to take this all away. Take it away. I didn't want it here. Take it away. No, these are paper. Shannon, these are paper. Collage squares and number strips. I don't want them to get spattered. So, and I don't know that I want the back spattered either, to be quite honest. So, let's have a piece of, woo! That got wet from my baby wipe. A baby wipe. I really should cover that up too, I guess. All right, so let's cover up the ink. Move the data. Oh, look, I didn't screw this down. I know, wouldn't they be great in fabric? Well, the next time I talk to Tim, I'll have him work on that. Okay, Shannon, I'll let you know. Okay, black. I'm going to do black. And I want to find, if I can easily find, which I don't think it's going to be easy. I would like a floppy old beat up liner brush. Oop, here we go. Here we go. You're quite welcome, my dear. Any other requests, just let me know. Timmy and I are good buddies. All right. Just a little dollop, a little dollop of daisy. Do a dollop, do. And I like to, just test my spata. See, and it's really not very heavy. I'm going to add a little more water. That's more better to me. Oh, spattering we go, oh, spattering we go. I like it better already. And now I'm going to also do some white. Now I know it's white on white, but some of the white's going to hit my lights, which is what I'm wanting. So just a little smidgeroony. Little smidgeroony. Gosh, with the holiday and stuff with my mom, I feel like I haven't streamed in forever. This is cool. A little more water, please. Do dollop, do a dollop. Mostly trying to spatter on top of those Christmas lights. So what I do is, when I get the pages in, get some stuff in the pockets, I'll post a picture on Instagram. I should do it on my community tab too, but I don't always remember that. I don't think like that. My sister, she posts stuff everywhere. Julie Parker, get out of town. How are you? I'm guessing the time has changed. Or maybe not, because you're just coming in and we're getting ready to scoot. We're getting ready to scoot. How are you? All right, let's see. Let's hit that just a little bit with cool. Now, a couple of things I would have done different. I would have made sure my envelope, excellent. I would have made sure my envelope was going the right way and painted my bulbs on according to that. I would have been more careful with my glue. I got to pick that off. That'll drive me crazy. I would have brought my bulbs over more. And, because I didn't allow for my fabric. So then here you have the inside. That's just scrapbook paper. Look, I got a piece of tea bag sticking on there. Just added some lace because I made a mistake down there. So I need to put something here. I might just stamp holly again, put on another piece of paper and glue that on top. Okay, Marty, thanks for coming in. It was nice to see you. And then I'm going to get pages and put, okay, thanks, Marty. And, stuff it with some stuff, put some pages in. I'm going to just stitch my pages in that way. Yeah. But I just spattered it, so this is still wet. So there you have it. So I titled the stream Real Stuff because I saw a gal do this light bulb thing on a reel. And I will put her name at least in the my information box, my description box when this uploads and such. Okay? All right, I gotta scoot. I need to get some lunch, see what my son and hubby are up to. Thanks for coming in and joining me. It was so nice to see you. We got to see Julie, haven't seen her in a while. Got to see Marty. And who else popped in? Dusty. Got to see Dusty. And then, of course, all the regulars. Um, who else was here that I hadn't seen in a while? Gosh, now let's see. This streaming live stream brain is kicked in. And Brenda, hadn't seen Brenda in a while. So she was here. So it was nice to see her as well. Thanks to Peggy, my mod. Kimmy didn't make it in today. That's fine. Kath, everybody's busy. I know Kathy had a couple Thanksgivings to do. Whew. All right. Nice to see you, ladies. I'll see you all soon. Don't forget, there's other stuff on YouTube later today. So you might want to join in. So take care. And if anybody sees Judy O, let her know that I am looking for her. I just want to touch base and see how she's doing. All right. So I'm going to be out like a trout. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.